Hi everyone, how are you today? Welcome back to IC10 for Kindergarten, where you learn, I learn, we all learn about the IC10, and this is Huang. Let me begin by wishing you and your family a Happy New Year. It has been a while since the last video, and I thought that I would never have a chance to make another video on YouTube. I am currently coding for two hospitals, so needless to say, I am extremely busy, especially in the last few months, when I had to deal with 2013 CPT code changes related to cardiology and interventional radiology. I miss you all, and I know that many of you are waiting for the new lesson patiently. But there is only so much time in the day, and I am only one person, so I hope you understand. Thank you so much for the emails and the comments that you have sent to me and posted on my YouTube channels. It's really inspiring, encouraging, and it means a lot to me. Now let's talk about how the IC10 will create opportunities for medical coders. First, this coding system is very complex. Therefore, more medical coders will be needed, but not any coders, just the certified IC10 coders. Second, many veteran coders who don't like change will retire or find new line of work. Adding those vacant positions to the decreased productivity, what we have here is an awesome opportunity for new coders to enter the field. For those of you who are currently working in the coding profession, this would be an exciting time for you to excel your career and expand your role in wherever you work. However, here's the challenge. Let's say you are an expert ED coder, and you are coding between 80 to 100 records a day. Guess what? A month or two after the IC10 is implemented, you will be expected to code the same amount of records no matter what. That is the way business goes. Having said that, if you want to be a successful coder, just know when the IC10 is not good enough. You need to know it really well. So here's the plan. All my video lessons this year will focus on helping you understand the format and structure of the IC10 CM, knowing the basic coding rules and guidelines, and then next year, we will switch into high gear and accelerate. So, are you ready? Let's do it. Alright, inside this video, first, I'm going to talk about the IC10 CM code structure. Then, I'm going to talk about the format of the book. And lastly, if you watch my other videos, you know I would never forget to give you the homework at the end. So, let's get right into it. The IC10 code CM consists of 3 to 7 characters. In other words, the minimum is 3 characters. 1, 2, 3. And the maximum is 7 characters. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Second, the first character is always an alpha character, except character U. Lastly, a decimal point is needed after the third character. If the code has only 3 characters in length, then it doesn't need to have a decimal point at the end. Alright, let's see if you remember what we just learned. If you're ready, I will give you 30 seconds. Your time starts after I read the question. Which of the following is the IC10 CM code? Your time starts now. Did I make you nervous? Sorry. I just want to get your attention, that's all. Let's go over together and see how you're doing. A. M A 433 3, 8. How many characters? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Remember, the minimum is 3, the maximum is 7. So far so good. How about the first character? It's always an alpha, except character U, so it's also good. But where is the decimal point? There's no decimal point, so it's not the right code. How about B? K, 5, 0, 1, dot, 11. How many characters? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. The minimum is 3, the maximum is 7, and this is 6 characters, so it's good. How about the first character? It's always an alpha, and it's not character U, so it's also good. Where is the decimal point? It should be right after the third character, not the fourth character, so it's not the right code. How about C? U71 dot 331. This one you can tell right away. The first character is not supposed to be character U, so it's not the right code also. If this is a multiple choice question, A, B, and C have been eliminated, then D must be the right answer. However, for the purpose of learning, we just need to double check. T, A1 dot 7188. How many characters? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. The minimum is 3, the maximum is 7, so it's good. How about the first character? It's always an alpha, and it's not a character U, so it's also good. Where is the decimal point? Right after the third character, so this is a perfect code. If you got it right, great. If you didn't get it, don't worry. Just pause the video, go back and try again. Now, let's talk about the format of the book and why it's so important. Like stuff in your house, if you know where they are, then you should be able to find it easily. The same idea, if you know your book well, then you should be able to find your code effectively and efficiently. You may be using 3M Encoder or other coding software at work, but unfortunately, you are required to use the book for the exam. If it takes too long to find a code in the book, then it would be extremely difficult for you to pass the exam, simply because you will run out of time. Please keep that in mind. The ICD-10-CM is divided into the alphabetic index and the tabular list. The index is an alphabetical list of terms, conditions, and their corresponding codes. Inside the index, you will also find the neoplasm table and the table of drugs and chemicals. In addition, you also find the index to the external cause of injury. The tabular list is a chronological list of code based on body system or condition. All I want you to know for now is that if I ask you where is the neoplasm table, you should know it's located in the index. Or where is the index to external cause of injury? The same. It's located in the index. As soon as we start doing some coding exercise, you would easily recognize the index, the tables, and the tabular list. Next slide. I'm going to talk a little more about the index. This is an excerpt of the alphabetic index. The alphabetic index includes the main term. They are printed in bold type and begin with a capital letter. They identify disease, condition, or injury. In a sentence, it usually is expressed as a noun. Next, subterms. They are indented one standard indentation. They are printed in regular type and begin with a lowercase letter. They indicate site, type, or etiology for condition or injury. Lastly, if you see another subterms that are indented farther and farther to the right, they are called more specific subterms. It's very important that you identify the main term in a diagnostic statement before you start looking it up in the book. Let's do this exercise together. Identify the main term for the following diagnosis. Acute bronchitis. What is the term that describes or identifies the disease, condition, or injury? Apparently, it's bronchitis, the inflammation of the bronchi. Acute or chronic just describe the severity of the condition. How about amyloid cardiomyopathy? What is the term that describes or identifies the disease, condition, or injury? Apparently, cardiomyopathy. Cardio means heart, myo means muscle, so it's the disease of the heart muscle. In this diagnostic statement, amyloid indicates the type of cardiomyopathy, so it is a subterm, not the main term. How about nasal bone fracture? What is the term that describes or identifies the disease, condition, or injury? Apparently, it's a fracture. It identifies the injury, so it's the main term. The nasal bone indicates the site of the fracture, so it is subterm. Lastly, urinary tract infection due to E. coli. What is the term that describes or identifies the disease, condition, or injury? Is it urinary tract? No. It's identified the site, so it is subterm. How about the E. coli? It's identified the bacteria, so it could be a more specific subterm. What's that? The infection would describe an infectious disease, so it's a main term. How are you doing so far? I know it would be very easy for many coders, but for those who are new to coding, this is a fundamental step that you must know in order to move on to the next lesson. Alright, here's your homework. You need to go to my website, ICD for Kindergarten, and download the 2013 ICD-10 CM. There are 5 separate PDF files that you need. The index to disease and injuries, the table of drugs and chemicals, the table of neoplasm, the external cause of injury index, finally, the tabular list of disease and injuries. That's all for now. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you for liking and sharing my videos. Thank you for subscribing. Thank you for your emails, your comments, and your feedbacks. I really appreciate it. Until next time, have a great day.